Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of the Mystery Ranked series. We're kicking it off with Full Tilt, and look, there's a cringy looking guy here, with characters in their name, and a very bizarre looking sweat-based costume. But anyway, I'm a fish. I'm officially a fish. There's nothing you can do about it, there's nothing you can say that will change that fact. Piscine! I know that sounds kind of rude, but that is the French word for fish. And it looks like I was getting some very good luck here. Everything was going my way. Would it be enough to get first place on this first level? No. Hey look, it's King Von. I'm sorry, I had to push you in the slime, but also we get it, you're a superstar. This guy could not resist telling everyone how well they did in Ranked Season 1. So, I'll just have to make sure I take them out in this game, doing everything I can to make sure I qualify, oh no! Hey look, they've added Hyperdrive Heroes to Ranked mode. What are your thoughts on this, everybody? I think this is a pretty cool addition. The good thing about having Hyperdrive Heroes is you have the opportunity to take out a lot of people. And look, King Von is in the vicinity. Or at least, they were. Where did they go? Ah, into the slime. Excellent news for your favourite little fish. And we got a first place in Hyperdrive Heroes. Oh, what's the final gonna be? It's Trick or Trapeze? What? That's right, they put Trick or Trapeze into Ranked in Season 2. And it spawned my little fish far away from everyone else. The good thing is, that's a prime spawn position. Way over to the left. That is exactly where you want to go. I thought this would be a bad one for Ranked because I thought everyone would know the fastest route. But weirdly, they actually don't. So, it looks like I do not have anyone to contend with out in the front of the pack. But of course, at any opportunity, you can make mistakes. You gotta stay humble. You gotta make sure you're not getting stressed out or tense, no matter how intense the actual gameplay gets. Now, I've not played this level for a little while, but I can still remember where to go, and it looked like we had a nice, easy path to the finish. Technically, you can go through that speed hoop twice and get a speed boost to the end, but last time I tried it, I dived right off the edge of the map, so I wasn't gonna risk it this time, when I had what looked like a safe win in my hands. Or should that be flippers? It's a win for the fish. The koi carp is doing well. Fun fact, my grandparents used to have a swimming pool that they turned into a massive pond, and they put 300 koi carp into it. Oh no, you have fallen off the map. I'm sorry. They just let anyone get superstar these days. Look at that. True superstar, crown rank level 80. Second place. But the problem is, Ranked also has Kraken Slam into it, and I still cannot figure out how to time this stuff out. I just bounce way too much, I don't know what I'm doing. You want to see another embarrassing loss? Alright, check this out. I managed to knock the beanbot off with my chicken, and I could have really easily won this one, except I made a very big error here. I was so focused on hitting that guy with a chicken that I just didn't jump. What was I thinking? Next we get some Full Tilt action, and it's a head-to-head race against this friendly looking bean. Apart from the fact that they kind of went the wrong way. They didn't get the boost, they got slowed down by their choice of using the bouncers. Oh, so it looks like it's gonna be a first place for this little bean. Farewell friend, I'll be seeing you in round 2. And round 2 is of course Slime Climb, where I get to have another little duel against that same bean. Definitely one I'm going to have to watch out for. Now my usual tactic in any competitive mode is to try and take out the skilled people as early as possible so that I don't have to go against them in the final. Unfortunately, a lot of these levels are not easy to do that in, but I'm actually really glad that we don't have as many points rounds as we had in Season 1. Season 1, having Hoopsie Legends and Frantic Factory, was just way too luck-based, I found, and I think I've been doing better in Season 2, not having to worry about dealing with those. Now I think, if I remember, this was a really fast time through this level. I was doing super well. You know you're going to be doing well if you get past this little bridge section before the bat hits it. Unless you're doing really badly, and then obviously the bat will have done another full rotation again. But pretty much everything was lining up here. As long as I don't get hit by the bat on this rotation, it's plain sailing to the finish line. Just a few more jumps here, and this is looking very good time-wise, and it did actually end up being my best time through the level. Supreme stuff. Hey look, it's our little guy. We're gonna have to go against this guy in the final. And it's Kraken Slam again. Oh dear. Where I get instantly bothered by this other bean. On the plus side though, it doesn't really look like they know what they're doing. They're just kind of randomly jumping and grabbing. There doesn't seem to be much intent or actual pushing. Oh, there we go. They pushed. Oh, I see why they didn't try it before. And then we just have one other guy left. And, I think they just walked off the map. Oh dear. Don't worry, I've done that enough times myself. But I did feel a little bit bad about still having this victory celebration after seeing that. Next we get Cylinder Stumble, which I have already showed you how to do. So we'll be skipping to the end, which is right here. Look, let's see if we can get a nice hammer boost through the finish line for a first place. After that we get Slime Saloon, which seems to be playing a lot better now. They actually, I think, have made some changes to how you get eliminated by slime. I don't think I've really been touched or eliminated by slime much at all since this update. It seems to be really working well, even when I tried it on the Australian server. So a nice fix, definitely. Having a lot of people way up the front with me this time, and a nice little grab that actually saved my life there, thank you very much. But at the cost of yours from the other slime. The candle managed to catch up to me here, so I did, unfortunately for them, dunk them into the slime. I just wanted first place that much. Sorry, it means loads to me. Nah, it doesn't really. Anyway, we got Clumsy Crusade next, and that same candle spawned next to me. So they're obviously a threat, but once again, there's not really much chance to try and take them out before we get to the final. And we got the same beans staying in the top 3 position. Oh, I got hit by a bat. I had a really good lead there, and unfortunately, that was the beginning of some absolute embarrassment here. Look at that. Dive straight over the trapeze. Trapeze is 100% my weakness. I'm just really bad at them. I have no depth perception sometimes. But eventually, we managed to grab that trapeze, which shows that I'm about as good as a crocodile in this round. Crown rank 27, that's me. But don't worry, we're still able to at least qualify. And that gives us a Circle of Slime final, where this guy was very happy to tell everyone that they were on fire. Yep, yeah, we get it. You got first place once. Well done. After a little bit of time, most of the beans had been eliminated, but we still had the crocodile from earlier. And this guy, with the shoes. Yep, it's always them, with the shoes. Unfortunately, the crocodile fell into the slime at that point, so it's just a 1v1 against Shoes Man, who is telling us that they are on fire, and they are a superstar. Wait, what's that, buddy? You wanna try and grab me? You wanna try and grab me? Here? You're on fire? Are you sure? You're still on fire? You seem to have been on fire for an alarming amount of time, which means I think we'll just put you in the slime to put out those flames. Cool you down a bit, you know? It had to be done. Sometimes it's actually great to have this laughing celebration. Then we get Big Fans. Yeah, Big Fans is in Season 2 of Ranked now. Good choice? Maybe. It's a pretty simple level, but people still do struggle with it quite a bit. Makes me think of how much people struggle with it in Extreme Mode. Can you imagine if we had Extreme Mode Ranked? That would go crazy. Then we get a bit of Bubbling Brook, where someone qualifies really quickly, and it's not me. And we're into Top of the Trash, where I find Godzilla, who very narrowly missed out on first place in Big Fan, so I really wanted to take them out. Look, there they are. Unfortunately, they got targeted again. I guess people recognized strength, and they had a little bit of a unfortunate situation here. I've had the same thing happen to me, don't worry about it, but they just kept falling, and unfortunately for them got knocked out. But good news for me, because it meant they weren't in my Hexaring final, so that meant that this final was full of things like beanbots. Yay! Good news. I'd taken out a bunch of tiles here, and most of the players just ended up walking off all by themselves. And before you know it, all I had to do to scare this person on the map was just go vaguely near them. Yeah, sometimes that works. I don't know why. I just scared them away, I think. The slime is eating good tonight. Well, hey, it's Rooftop Rush. Let's get straight into this one. Dive underneath. Dive over to the next bit. It's a pretty crazy level, this one. I love the feeling of the rain in this section. The rain is a really nice little addition. It's great to have these additional kind of particle effects and stuff to make everything look nice. Oh, ouch. That looked painful, but still enough for a first place. Barely, though. Then we got Top of the Trash once again. It seems to be coming up a lot at the moment, but I think it's a really decent choice for Ranked. The only downside of it is you can't easily target people, which has happened to me. It's time for another Clumsy Crusade, and this one actually does go really clumsily for me. Look at that, I'm just getting hit by everything you can imagine. But so are the other players. Hooray, Karma strikes again. This guy catches up to me, and then Karma gets straight back at me by body blocking me. Woo! But eventually we do manage to make it up to the top, and this guy had some sort of trapeze accident. I can't imagine that happening to anyone. What are you doing? But that gives us a free path to the finish. Yippee! And our final is Dodge Dive Survive. Look, we got a lobby full of superstars here. Let's see how well they do. Yeah, okay, we get it. Speaking of Karma, Look at this guy's name. This guy is Karma, embodied. Now this is a tricky level. Before these slime fixes that I don't think I'm imagining, I found this one to be quite difficult with the red slime. Sometimes it felt like I'd barely touch it and I'd get eliminated. Obviously, you should get eliminated when touching slime, but it felt really difficult. Now though, it feels a lot better. There was a lot of playful grabbing happening in this level, as you can see, but after a long while, we actually managed to see a rare drop. That's right, the timeout number came up in the corner. Now, I've never timed out this level, but this definitely seemed like the kind of lobby where that could happen. So, we all gave up grabbing each other and used a little bit of care. So, maybe we could all get our nice qualification in this ranked final. Just a few more seconds to go. Can I avoid the last couple bits of slime? What? There's always a few more, but we managed to do it. A dodge, dive, survive, timeout. All of us working together in harmony to beat the evil boss. Yeah, we did it. What a team. After that, we got Slippy Slopes, and I got a really good time in this one. That's the reason I'm gonna put the whole thing in. It's my fastest time on Slippy Slopes. But would it be enough for first place, I wonder? Everything's going smooth so far. Can't see a single other bean anywhere. Get a few smooth little bits here. Again, no beans in sight. How could this possibly end in a second place, I wonder? Especially when it's my personal best. Am I giving away too much? I certainly haven't told you what my ranked thing is here, but look. That slight wait there was enough for someone else to get first place at that speed. And then we had to go against them in the final, which means, obviously, they knew how to do the timeout strat in Kraken Slam. Yep, they knew it. Well, I thought I'd give it another go because you never get better at something if you don't try it, and I still just can't figure it out. If anyone's got any tips in the comments, please do let me know. Next, we're straight into Rooftop Rush once again, but this is actually the one I showed you at the beginning, because it was my best time. So I don't need to show you that one again. Look at the previous episode if you want to see that run in full. Next, we get Skyline Stumble, and hey look, it's Karma again, right next to me. But I get instantly hit by a strawberry just for looking at them. After all that nonsense, we do manage to finally escape, but look how many beans were in front of me. And somehow, despite all of that happening, I got first place here? I don't even understand. But Karma was not in for any kind of luck here. After that timeout and dodge, dive, survive, they didn't even qualify from round 1. Really sad to see just how hard ranked can be sometimes. And then we get a bit of slime climb. Look at this lobby. This is a superstar lobby. Probably everyone here was a superstar, but at least most of them were showing off the costume as well. Hey, I get it. It's a great costume. But so is this one. Then we get pine climb again. Look, I'm absolutely still surrounded by superstars. Gonna have to be super careful in this one. How am I possibly gonna win it against all of these legends? Oh dear. Especially not when I get body blocked off the map. Almost straight into slime as well. Can they please remove the close camera? Please! It messes me up so often. We're having a real rough time of it, but not quite as rough as that poor guy down there. My thoughts go out to you. Absolutely surrounded by superstars though still. Look at this. This is gonna be a manic final. We do make it to the top though. We just gotta get a chicken and see if we can do a nice little bit of eliminating. No thanks, I don't want any of that in my face. Oh, just a couple more beans remain. We gotta get to the top now though. Gotta prime that chicken, time it perfectly, and make sure we take everyone else out of the game. Awesome. And that's it for this episode. I have to see you in the next one. Again, I'm not going to show you my rank. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Fall Guys Mystery Ranked. I'll see you in the next video soon. Goodbye.